All right, name the town. I'll be on my way in the morning. What? Nineveh? You don't want me to go there.
In a land of mystery.
Nineveh! It's the other end of the world!
In a town full of trouble.
Nineveh, the biggest, meanest city around.
Those people do not know right from wrong.
It's up to one reluctant asparagus.
You are Jonah! You are a big shot! I have the Jonah plush toy.
With the help of some fearless friends.
We are the pirates who don't do anything.
Oh, you know that's right. Nothing. Zilch. Nada.
Oh, lovely.
To go where no vegetable has dared to go.
We got trouble.
You're
Fish food.
Big Idea Productions presents Archibald Asparagus. Bob the Tomato.
Oh, dear.
Larry the Cucumber.
Perhaps I can be of assistance. Oops.
And introducing a caterpillar named Khalil.
That is only half true. My mother was a caterpillar. My father was a worm. But I am okay with that now.
They may be fresh.
They're fresh when we cut them.
They may be feisty.
Didn't I tell you to get off my ship, you lousy leaf eater? Firewood!
But soon, they may be lunch. Jonah, a Veggietales movie. Now on DVD and video.
It has been delightful, but I must go now.
The Veggies have seen the future.
And the future is Autotainment.
It's a totally wacky look at the future of entertainment.
Hey, those are robots.
These guys represent the hosts of the future.
And with 6 newly animated songs, the future's off to a great start.
Here we go. Zacchaeus was a wee little man, and the wee little man was really little. I am the petty model of a modern major general. I've information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I got a mule, her name is Sal. 15 years on the Erie Canal.
I woke up in my little bed and put my head upon my head.
But you'll never guess what the future holds for Bob and Larry.
This has to be the worst day of my show business career.
It's something completely different from Veggietales, the wonderful world of Autotainment from the studios of Big Idea. Stay tuned for an exciting behind-the-scenes special after our feature presentation.
Okay, Larry, it's time for the theme song.
Yeah, Bob. What do I do?
Let's see. I know, you play the guitar.
Bob, I don't have any hands.
I remember way back, I think in year 1, Mike started kicking around an idea. He had just read Madame Bovary, the book by Flaubert, which I guess is a rather depressing book, which ends with suicide. And for some reason, he decided that would make a great kids show.
It was a very tragic story, and reading the story, you know, it's like frustration at the main characters. Like, yeah, you know, if you saw it this way, you know, your life would be different. So, so basically, that was the approach that I took to it. I thought, okay, well, if this character, you know, could be thankful for what she had, and you know, for the things around her, and you know, for what God had given her, you know, then it could be a happy ending. And of course, the story itself, you know, it's got a lot of literary value. I mean, it was really saying something about, you know, the middle class of 19th century France, but, you know, I just sort of threw all that away and said, hey, we could have fun with it with vegetables.
His basic concept for the whole show was, it was a blueberry, and she was really sad. She wasn't satisfied with the things she had, which is similar to the book. And so she sings, I'm so blue hoo hoo, blue hoo hoo, blue hoo hoo hoo. And so he was running around the office doing that.
I sat down at just a piano and plunked out the tune I'm So Blue, and I remember singing it for Phil and Lisa. That's all I had in my head at the time.
And so I kind of encouraged him, hey, you know, we're gonna need another show after, you know, this one that we're working on right now, so why don't you see if you can get that written?
And I had it, on my brain for years and years, and it wasn't until, show number 10 that I actually sat down and wrote it. I had been writing silly songs, the whole time, but I'd never written a full screenplay, which is a pretty daunting task the first time you sit down and try to write, a screenplay.
And so he had written this script, but he wasn't exactly clear on what exactly he was teaching, and so there were a few places in the script where he had written, where it was a clear teaching moment. Teaching moment where it said, and Dad, Dad says, fill in later. It's just a little, I don't know what he says, but it's beautiful and it teaches something.
Because a thankful heart is a happy heart.
I'm glad for what I have. That's an easy way to start.
And then he handed me the script and said, can you do something with the holes where some teaching needs to go? So then I went through it, and I really liked the basic concept, of this woman who had everything she needed, but was satisfied with nothing.
And I actually used The Grinch That Stole Christmas as sort of a framework for the story, just how, in terms of how the whole story progressed and the change of heart, and then, the action climax at the end. So the Grinch sort of helped me out a little bit in terms of story format.
And he wanted to play up the big box retailer angle, as if she could go to this promised land, this giant discount store, then she could be happy. She'd find everything she ever wanted there.
When we were trying to design the look for the Stuff Barn, we had different variations of what that could look like. And then Mike Naraki and I, Mike actually came up with the idea, let's go to Sam's Club. And we went there and we were walking around, and I'm sketching because we couldn't take cameras in anywhere. So I'm sketching away, and Mike, look at that, look at this, look at this. And I'm just sketching everything he's pointing at. And we came to this tuna, and it was this 5-pound can of tuna, this huge tuna. And as I'm sketching it, we had a few people that were shopping with their carts just kind of stop and just kind of stare at us while, and they're looking at the tuna like it's really special tuna that I'm sketching. They actually brought an artist out to sketch that tuna. But it was just a great deal of fun sketching what the aisles would look like, and actually looking at the lighting. I never noticed lighting in a Sam's Club before, or any supermarket before. But we were studying what tile would look like, and just having loads of fun with that. And as we're doing this, they're looking up on the ceiling too. What's he looking at? When we were designing the treehouse, we wanted to have a lot of fun with what her house could look like, and yet we wanted to have tension. So we're thinking, well, what could we do to have this visual tension? Well, we could put her on a cliff, we could put her on stilts, we could put her on all sorts of things, or on the side of a hill. But then you start to think, oh, a treehouse, and as the house gets more filled up with all this junk that she really doesn't need, the tree starts to shake and it starts to move, and you can have a lot of fun with it, and then you could actually bring it down all the way and then shoot it up into the air. So that visual tension in those visuals were used to help tell the story and help get people on the edge of their seats.
Whoa, that was a close one.
When you just look at the face of commercialism and say, you can buy anything in the world except peace. And to try to wrap that into this, again, it's like a little parable. And it came out perfectly as this, wonderfully, and it's still many people, it's their favorite show. Because of this balance between this classic storybook feel with the tree houses and just the design of it all, and the music. And then Mike's kind of wacky contemporaryism, his commentary on consumerism and big box retailers and the rap spoof and all that. And it came together in such a way that I think it works just tremendously well.
Coming August 2003 on video and DVD.
It's a Western Bible story.
It is a Western retelling of the story of Joseph from the Bible going into Egypt.
Joseph and everything that comes from the Bible is carried forth into this Ponderosa-like setting with Joe Cartwright.
It's little Joe in the amazing Technicolor leather vest.
The lesson is that bad things can happen to good people.
Larry plays the part of Little Joe. Bob plays Sheriff Bob. Pa Grape plays the part of Pa. And Junior Asparagus plays the part of Joe's brother Benjamin.
As in a lot of Veggietales, the music in it is really fun.
Today is a special day.
You will be humming it after you see the DVD.
It's completely silly.
Oh, Little Joe. He's their hero.
When life hands you a lemon, just have some more root beer.
was the best Western Bible story I ever heard.
Coming this August on video and DVD with a special silly song from Boys in the Sink. A planet in need of a hero.
There's a big-time emergency on the planet Teleline.
A hero in need of a clue.
Think, everyone, think!
Wait! Nope. Sorry, nothing.
With the truth in short supply.
I think everyone on this planet is lying.
A solitary fabrication could cause the eradication of their population.
See, I'm not even sure some of those are words.
And don't miss the latest Penguins hit song.
Rolling down the Milky Way.
Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun.
Always stand tall in the saddle. Helps avoid chafing.
From the creators of Veggietales, 3, 2, 1 Penguins, Moon Menace on Planet Teleline. Available on video or DVD from the studios of Big Idea.
Penguins!